Friday Night Lights, brought to you by General Air Conditioning.
Friday night, high school football. Julie Bueller, take it away.
That's right, Thalia. It is Friday night, and that means it's time for your weekly recap of all the high school football action. In fact, the Palm Springs Indians opened up league play with a home bout against the Coachella Valley Arabs, and quarterback Will Rivera threw 8 touchdowns in a huge Indians win. And that's where we'll begin our Friday Night Lights team coverage as sports reporter Bridget Case is at Palm Springs High School with the highlights. Bridget, huge night for the Indians.
That's right, Julie. It was a huge, explosive night for this Indian offense out here. Will Rivera just led his team to that victory. He really shed some light on how the O-line protected him and just helped his team get a blowout against the Coachella Valley Arabs tonight. They might have just come off that restful bye week, but their offense, led by their quarterback, proved too much. I've only got one word for you, and it's blowout. It was just hot out here. And with 227 yards and 4 touchdowns just in the first quarter, up 28-0, Coachella Valley, they could not get their defense going, never just found that rhythm. 6 Indians players actually scored by the half. They were up 49-0. Despite 9 penalties for Palm Springs in the first half, it was a tough game. The clock was really slowing down, but that did not slow this offense down. Will Rivera finished with 536 passing yards on the night. It was the show for him. 8 touchdown passes. He dominated that entire game, and the Arabs just never found their rhythm, couldn't score. And let's take a final look at that scoreboard for you. Palm Springs wins it 70-0. Traveling across the valley, La Quinta went off to Indio tonight. They were in search of their first win for the season, and they finally got what they wanted, that win. But it was a big win for them tonight, as Indio was only having 1 win on the season, and they dominated the entire game. And a look at your final scoreboard here, 54-6. Indio loses it to La Quinta. They'll play Palm Desert next week, and La Quinta will play Cat City. Now stay tuned tonight, as I've got an interview both with quarterback Will Rivera and head coach, and we'll shed some light on what happened to get that victory tonight. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Bridget. Impressive wins for both La Quinta and Palm Springs. All right, continuing our coverage of tonight's DVL action, let's go to Cathedral City as the Lions hosted Xavier Prep. It was a busy night out at the Lions Den, as it was homecoming and the crowd was into the game, but the Saints offense had early opportunities on a short field. However, interceptions and turnovers cost them those chances to get into the end zone. Meanwhile, the Lions defense ensured it was a close game through the first half. It was 3-0, a halftime lead for the Saints. And then in the second half, Isaac Ortega, who's been enjoying a big season for Xavier, started the scoring with a 7-yard run to put the Saints on top, 10-0. And that would be your final score. After narrowly missing the playoffs last year, the Saints are a perfect 2-0 in league play and sit atop the DVL. Congratulations to the Saints. Let's move on to the De Anza League now, with the defending De Anza League champs at home to face Desert Mirage. Now, the Rams had a 3-0 start to the season, but they were in the middle of a 2-game losing streak, and it officially became a 3-game losing streak after Friday's action. We all know that Shadow Hills loves to run the football. They do it well. Tony Williams, in particular, the young man had 3 touchdown runs in the first half alone. The Knights went up early and turned a 34-7 halftime lead into a final score, 49-14. The Knights begin their league title defense in impressive fashion. Meanwhile, the Rams back to the drawing board after a 3-game losing streak. All right, coming up next on Friday Night Lights, Bridget Case went one-on-one with Palm Springs head coach Dan Murphy. Plus, we'll catch up with the Golden Eagles at Yucca and preview tomorrow's game as Ranch Mirage heads to Big Bear. Stay with us as Friday Night Lights continues.
KMIR.com. Created by a staff of journalists working together to provide information that's important to you. Tap into expanded coverage of news, weather, health, and entertainment. You ask, we investigate. Exclusive reports. Eyesore Next Door, Valley Pet Finder. Continually updated with the latest details. Never miss a major story in our effort to make the Coachella Valley a better place to live. Make our website your website. Click in, log on, KMIR.com.
I'm Jeff Kors, candidate for Palm Springs City Council. I've learned a lot in my career. As Executive Director of Equality California, I've helped pass more than 70 pieces of legislation, including bills to protect seniors and students. As Assistant Regional Counsel for the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, I've successfully prosecuted groundwater and toxic polluters. And as staff for city and county government, I've helped countless local businesses and residents. I have the proven track record to move Palm Springs forward.
The Desert Recreation District offers facilities, parks, and pools for every kind of recreation. Planning a special event or celebration, from birthday parties to picnics, indoors and out of doors. Check out myrecreationdistrict.com or call 760-347-3484.
Freshen up your fall wardrobe with head-to-toe savings. Right now at Men's Warehouse, select suits are only $199.99. All shoes are 30% off. Plus, buy one, get one free on even more of your fall favorites. Men's Warehouse. Follow your style.
If you've been thinking about a new Tempur-Pedic mattress, here's great news from Mathis Sleep Centers. We've just added another 10 years to the Tempur-Pedic warranty, extending it to a full 20 years. Plus, we'll add a gift card worth up to $300. You'll also get a full year to return it and reselect if you're not happy with it. Lowest price, a 20-year warranty, and a full year comfort guarantee. Lots of places sell Tempur-Pedic, but no one gives you that kind of value except at the Mathis Sleep Center near you.
What?
Friday Night Lights, every Friday at 11:15.
Tonight, Fallon's new with Steve Jobs star Seth Rogen.
It's amazing.
And Apple's Steve Wozniak playing True Confessions.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Plus, thank you, Bubbles.
For proving that humans are just as easily entertained as cats.
New Tonight Show, then Late Night. Tonight on NBC.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights continues right now. Let's head up to the high desert where the Golden Eagles traveled to Yucca Valley. Now, Desert Hot Springs put up 41 points in its league opener last week against Desert Mirage. Well, the good news is for all the Golden Eagle fans, they picked up right where they left off last week. The Golden Eagles led 35-0 at the half and accrued, get this, 295 yards of total offense while allowing only 5 yards of total offense to the Trojans. The final score at Yucca, Golden Eagles 49, Trojans 13. DHS has now put up 90 points of offense over the past 2 weeks. They are 5-1 on the season and 2-0 in De Anza League action. Very impressive season for the Golden Eagles. The Ranch Mirage Rattlers, they'll play Saturday at Big Bear, coming off a loss to 29 Palms. The Rattlers are traveling in back-to-back weeks. It's kind of tough, and now they have to face off against the Bears tomorrow at 1:30. Best of luck to all the Rattlers. And then after last week's emotional win over rival La Quinta, the Aztecs got the night off tonight, but they're back in action next week against the Rajas. All right, let's go back out to Bridget Case with reaction to a remarkable 70-0 victory for the Indians as they quieted a Coachella Valley offense that averaged 45 points a game coming into this matchup. Quite the statement for the defending CIF champs. Bridget.
That's right. Palm Springs is the defending CIF champs, but they're really looking for that league title this year. To get that DVL league title, I caught up with head coach and quarterback Will Rivera. Let's take a look.
We've won 2 CIF titles, and both times we took runner-up in DVL. So it would be nice to, that's our short-term goal, is to win a DVL title. And I know we have some tough games ahead of us, but if we just take one game at a time and get better each week, I think we have a good chance to compete for that. But yeah, it would be nice to win a DVL title. It's been a couple of years.
You had almost 230 yards just in the first quarter. What did it feel like to get such an explosive start with your offense going?
Well, it felt that's what our offense can do, and that's what we need to do every game. I watch hours and hours of film, so I already know what defense the other team is going to run before I even call the play. So it's a game of IQ. So I just study, and then go out there and perform.
Live in Palm Springs, I'm Bridget Case, KMIR News. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Bridget. Very impressive victory for the Indians, and of course that'll do it for us tonight. If you missed any part of tonight's action or the recap, just go to KMIR.com. On behalf of the entire Friday Night Lights crew, I'm Julie Bueller. Hope you enjoyed.